Macroeconomics.
Macroeconomics. Big money.
Okay. So one of the pieces that I need to go over today, I want to talk about a new vocabulary word. Okay, our last one was macroeconomics. Today, and this will be real quick, remember I'm just going to ask for each person, have you heard this, not heard this? Okay, our new word is equilibrium. Say that with me. Equilibrium. Okay, E-Q-U-I-L-I-B-R-I. There's a lot of them. U-M. Okay, so read it with me, please. Equilibrium. Equilibrium. Okay, so think just to yourself, not anybody else's opinions. Have you heard this word before? If you have,
Absolutely.
Please raise your hand so that I can count you. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. If you have not heard equilibrium, please raise your hand. No he oído. We have 10 people that are voting, and that's it?
I guess you could just do the math and put the others.
I must have to. So there's like a dozen people that haven't heard it. Okay, new signal. Okay, so this is the sign for equilibrium. Equilibrium, this is the sign language for it. And if we get from our scale that's going back and forth closer to the middle, that's going to help us to remember what equilibrium is. So we're going to do equilibrium like this. Move your hands. Let me see it. Okay, so when I say equilibrium, you're going to say equilibrium. You're going to do this sign, and you're going to say balance and stability. So say that with me right now. Balance and stability. Okay, so let's try it. Equilibrium. Equilibrium. Balance and stability. Try one more time. Equilibrium.
Equilibrium.
Balance and stability. Thank you. But what I really want right now in your groups is for you to put your heads together, because we're going to go into this section about the prediction. And I'd like you to talk so that everyone in your group has something they can tell me about what your group believes equilibrium means. What we'll be putting for the final meeting. Let's find out what we have to say. We're going to start with the red group. Number 4, please. Red group number 4. Go ahead. What do you predict about the word equilibrium? Okay, thank you. I'm going to translate it to English. Is that okay? Or do you want me to put it in Spanish? Do you want me to write it in English or Spanish? Okay. Woo. And how did you get that idea? What clue gave you that idea? What's that? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yellow group. Yellow group number 2. Yellow group number 4. Something about equal, tell me again. Whoa, where did you get that? What's that? Your notes. Okay, awesome. I'm going to write it exactly as you said it when I have a little more time, okay? Thank you. Okay, purple group. Number 4.
Even balance.
Even balance. Where did you get that idea from?
It just says it.
What's that?
It just says it.
It says it, okay. It says it where?
In the beginning.
In the beginning. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, green group. Can you add to that number 1?
Same numbers.
Same numbers. Okay. And what clue did you have for that? Where did you get that idea?
From math.
Yeah, math class. Good. Now we gotta pull in our clues from everywhere. Okay, blue group. Oops, let me put this back in. Number 3.
What? Any clues? Because it said, when I hear it, it means balance.
Okay. And what gave you that clue?
I guess the word equal.
Okay, good. Okay, we have one more group here. Oh, it looks like that is the red and I need to do orange. Orange 4. Anything that you want to add to this? Are you in agreement with something that's here already? Which one?
The bottom one.
This one over here?
Yeah.
You saw the word equal as well? Okay, thank you. So I'm just going to finish here with our final meaning for our CCD, looking at the word equilibrium once again. Will you try it out with me, please? Equilibrium. Balance and stability. Thank you. So we are going to add our final definition here. I want to talk first about the parts of the word. I kind of like to break it up before I talk about the definition. So equilibrium has a couple of different word parts. It does come from Latin, so that's helpful because it means that it's a cognate in Spanish. Equilibrio is very similar, right? So the equi part is the part that means equal. The libre part is an interesting one. It means something about weight or scales. And in Spanish, we use libras to measure weight. In English, we use pounds, which makes no sense. And then when we abbreviate pounds in English, we use LBS. Have you noticed that? So it's because of the Latin root, but I don't know why we don't use that in English. It doesn't make any sense to me. So it's a weight or a scale. When we're talking about that balance, that's the piece, and then also coming to an equal place. And then anytime that we see ium at the end of a word, that's definitely a Latin word, and it just means that that's a noun. That's all it means for us. Okay, and so if I'm writing out a full definition, this is the state of whatever it is that we're measuring of being balanced. So that's why I used that word balance in the little kind of hashtag thing that we're doing there. And this is where you can even think about it in terms of economics, opposing forces. So some of those things that we saw on the, let's see, our ups and downs, the fluctuations of the business cycle. We have the unemployment rates that are different. We have the inflation rates that are different. But when those opposing forces are equal, they cancel each other out. Opposing forces cancel each other. And that's the same for, you've seen it in math classes. Some of you brought that up over here in the clues. And then there's no changes happening. So that's why I used stability. And obviously that's what we want in our economy. We want it to be stable. Okay. 2 R's? No, not sure. All right. I'm going to put a little reminder here. I'm not sure if that's spelled correctly, just so I can go back. And then the last thing I'm going to do here is just a little sketch about my equilibrium. So obviously we can go up and down and up and down and up and down, but what we really want is that balance to come through. Okay. So this is our last day, last piece of everything. We're going to take a look again one last time at our word equilibrium. Just to review what has been said, someone said una balancia de todas cosas. La palabra lo dice. Here's some notes that somebody gave me. The price at which producers are willing to supply is equal to the amount consumers are willing to buy. Equilibrium. Even balance, says it in the beginning. Same numbers from math class, and it means balance or equal. So we did get into the word parts. Equi, that part in Latin means equal. The LIBR is some kind of a weight or scale. And then ium being a noun, whatever thing it is. It's just a thing. This is the definition that we have. The state of being balanced, where opposing forces cancel out and no changes are occurring. I haven't checked my spelling. I think there's another R there. And here's my little sketch to get us to notice that it's like we don't want that up and down. We want it to get to that point where it's just kind of equal. Not a lot of fluctuation, movement. So what I'd like to do for our last piece here is our sentence. You guys came up with an amazing sentence about macroeconomics. So, and remember that it was kind of taken a little bit from there, a little bit from there, a little bit of information from every group to create our sentence. So please talk together about what kinds of things you think should be in our sentence, or if you have a full sentence in your group, that works also. But put your heads together for your last team activity when I say the signal word, equilibrium. Equilibrium, balance, and stability. Okay, thank you. Let's see. I'd like to hear from green group. Green group number 1, number 3. Okay. What did your group talk about? ¿Qué concepto? What? Need more time? Okay. We'll give you a little more time, but I'm going to come back to you, okay? All right, I'm leaving my stick out so I remember. Red group. Number 2. Okay, good. So the government is in charge ¿Qué tipo de equilibrio? Yeah, so I'm going to add that into your sentence. So the government is in charge of economic equilibrium. Okay. Este equipo, can you tell me anything more about how they get us to equilibrium? Or can you tell us like why that's a good thing? Or a bad thing?
Is it because like he wants everything like to be equal?
Okay, good.
Being balanced?
Yeah, because they want balance. I like that. Okay, should I say because they want balance or because we want balance or we? Okay. And would it be okay with you if I add the other part of our word with balance and stability? Okay. Thank you very much.